I've spent 2 years developing the feeling cards, and they came about through my direct work with children. I was teaching EQ, emotional development classes for groups of children, and also working with children one-on-one. And what I realized was, as effective as that was for children to be coming once a week to a class, it was far more effective when it was integrated little bit by little bit at home. And I realized I couldn't be in everybody's home. And I realized that to try and share all the information I had with parents was too much. So what I've created here, it's taken me 2 years to create this, is all that information and knowledge, and what are the basic elements that I used to work with the kids, the exercises and the understandings. I've put that into a really simple guide that you can just pick up at any point, whether you know anything about emotions and you're like a trained psychologist, or you know nothing about emotions and have never even heard of emotional intelligence. This is something you can pick up and use immediately. In the feeling cards pack, there are 25 senior emotions, which are more complex words, more complex ideas, and then there are 10 junior emotions, which are simpler, shorter words. And the reason behind this is every child, every person is got a unique understanding of emotions, and there's no set by the time they're 7 they need to know X. So having the senior and junior cards together allows you to mix and match for the child that you're working with, or for your own children in your own home. Using the feeling cards help you to understand or notice what's going on inside. And as soon as we're able to do that, we can choose how we want to act, how we want to behave. There is also an 80-page booklet. This booklet unpacks the 25 senior emotions. It gives definitions of the emotion. There's an activity that helps the child or yourself process through the emotion when you're feeling it, or to allow you to reflect on it later. There is a section which speaks about emotions being in balance and out of balance. Every single emotion is valid and important. In the 80-page booklet, the senior emotions are unpacked. There's explanations. There's what those emotions can be or can look like in balance and out of balance, as well as an activity to process through the emotion. There are 2 characters that are on all the emotion cards and run throughout the book. They have little stories, their experiences with the different emotions. They are Zoe and Xavier, and their stories are very useful, particularly if you're working with children, to help the kids relate in a language that is their own, or perhaps in a scenario or situation that they can reference. There are also 50 emotion word cards, which are in the pack to help increase emotional vocab. For me, the absolute beauty in the feeling cards pack is that it really is unlimited what you can create when you have them. Even a simple thing of just knowing how your child is feeling when they come home from school, having them get to the point where they can communicate that they're feeling sad or angry or delighted and joyful, having that information about your children opens a new way of connecting and understanding. When they're having a tough time and they can say, I'm feeling really stressed about my test, or I'm really nervous and my tummy's sore and I don't really want to go to school today, it creates an opportunity for something to get spoken into and shared in a way that may not have been available before. The feeling cards pack will make it easier to talk about feelings, will make it easier to communicate what emotions are going on inside. And that, for me, is one of the greatest gifts. It is my wish that these feeling cards help people to connect. It is my wish that these feeling cards allow for emotions to be okay, to not be judged as good or bad. I hope that the feeling cards pack allows for curiosity and fun and play, as well as learning and understanding of emotions.